What's in and out for 2024? Let's ask Casey Lewis. She's the founder of Trend Newsletter After School. Casey, it's great to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let me just start there. Do I start with dating? Do I start with the Stanley Cup? Okay, let me just pick up on where Steve left off. What do you think is going on with the consumer overall? Are they in good shape, bad shape? What's your sense?
Based on the amount of stuff they got for Christmas, according to their TikTok Christmas hauls, the economy is doing pretty good. They got a lot of stuff.
I agree, and I was able to kind of realize that not much has changed. People were still at the malls shopping at brands that I grew up with, and I feel like all is well with the world. Some places where we are seeing more change. I want to talk about dating in particular. We keep hearing, and from yourself, from others, that people aren't using these dating apps and websites like they once did, and we're seeing some activist activity with Match this week, and they own Tinder and so forth. What can you tell us about that?
So I've been talking to a lot of Gen Zers about this lately. I'm a millennial. I met my husband on Tinder back when it was still good. They're telling me that the algorithms have gotten much worse. It's just impossible to, they're coming up against bots, and of course all these dating apps are now trying to monetize. So they're keeping the sort of like elite people hidden from the vast majority of the users. And I think that young people are just sick of it. I don't think that they are anti-dating app as a concept. I think they're anti-dating apps that exist in the market right now.
That's not a line I've heard before, but it makes total sense. Not to go down a total rabbit hole, but Ben Thompson has been talking about this, that AI is eating the internet. And we're all going to have to go back to living in the real world because online stuff is no longer trustworthy. But so what your point is, very importantly, is that people would stick with the dating sites if they thought that they were literally more trustworthy. And I'm not sure exactly how the companies are going to solve that.
Yeah, and I've been hearing a lot about people meeting speed dating IRL, you know, and I'm sure we've all seen the headlines about, is LinkedIn the new dating site? Are TikTok DMs the new dating site? I don't think that any of that is necessarily true, but I think it speaks to how desperate these people are to find partners because Tinder and Bumble aren't doing it for them.
All right, Casey, quickly on retail, because this is one of the biggies, especially post-Christmas. Lulu's still big. People, I guess, can keep buying that stock. What about Uggs? That's a Deckers company, ticker DECK. And any new disruptors? What about Crocs?
So Crocs did not come up, I must say, in very many Christmas hauls, but I think that's more seasonal, you know, a seasonality thing. Uggs, their stronghold on young people is wild. Last year, it was all about the Ugg Taz. This year, it's all about the Ugg mini platform. I think the next big Ugg is going to be the tall Ugg, just because it's a very Y2K trend, you know?
Are you kidding me?
That's my prediction. We'll see if it happens. But young people are they can't get enough of these nostalgic early 2000s trends. And we've seen it with low-rise jeans. We've seen it with butterfly clips. Like what else, what's next? It's the tall Ugg.